Halo guys, selamat siang. Balik lagi dengan gue Still. Yang ini gue akan bermain NBA lagi ya guys ya. Kali ini melawan buset. Overallnya mantep juga nih musuhnya. Rata begini. Melawan New York Knicks.
Coming up moments from now, the venue in the heart of downtown New York City. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. For NB Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Brian. Well, Jalen Brunson.
Family business. Allie, thanks. So here's Portland's starting group. And for the Knicks, OG Anunoby out there with Mikal Bridges. And it's Josh Hart. Then there's Jalen Brunson. And it's Towns in at the 5. Over the last couple of season scores, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, BA, than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
Brunson passes to Hart. And he's going to the line.
Baru mulai udah full.
Contact while he was going up. Josh Hart listed at 6'5", but he plays much bigger than that.
He does. I mean, just so strong on defense in the post, BA.
Waalaikumsalam. Arina udah like ya, makasih Arina.
Well above his listed height.
And the second free throw is good. Some added excitement in the
Udah pulang
arena.
Arina.
A matchup that gets every basketball fan excited.
A game like this, BA, has league-wide appeal. That's the kind of star power we've got on the court tonight. What a measuring stick for each team going forward.
Back to Abdia. Jacks up a three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Pulang dari mana?
This is the first time they've seen
Ngajar,
Portland
emang
this
nggak
season.
ngajar?
Not exactly the biggest game on the season schedule, but both teams are capable of flashing serious potential.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Here's Henderson. He's covered by Hart. 6 to shoot. Oh, and Towns
Oh.
with the block.
Well, this is what you're hoping to
Oh.
see. Dominance on the defensive end by Towns.
Udah resign.
That shot.
Sayang banget. Resign atau pensiun? Resign doang.
Now the Knicks with it. Now Brunson can't hit from in close.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
To the wing on the left. Here's Henderson. His last outing, he had 18 points.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Bridges finds Anunoby. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8",
Nice
but he's
touch of
athletic.
the
Good
window.
luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, pass to Henderson. Shoots from the right block. It's rebounded by New York. They come into this one having outplayed the Thunder in their last game.
And we all know that on the road, you don't usually look so comfortable on the offensive end. But that
Nice,
was the
Ligan.
story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
Clock at 6. Fires the three. And
Nice.
he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to player. You've got to want to work.
Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Pass to Brunson. Outside Hart. Back to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. Good on the 13th.
Dia, lo jago bang.
Go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Here's Silk. Brunson defending. And it's Silk missing.
Boy, the
Pas
wheels
banget guys
have
hari ini guys.
definitely fallen off in this quarter. He cannot buy one.
Alley-oop up top. Hammer it home.
Well, you love to see OG Anunoby be engaged on the offensive end. Boy, being rewarded for looking for his shot.
Drives to the hoop. Outside Thibault. Pass to Silk. 4-3. And again,
Nice.
it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Now here's Brunson. So versatile on offense, averaging around 23.5 points per contest. Here's Silk. He can't get that one to fall. Oh, nice
Aduh.
defense. Anunoby.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and
Gimana
make
caranya
shots.
cancel skill ya?
And here's Hart. Last game for him, he picked up 10. Outside Brunson. Shoot from the baseline. No luck on
Nice.
that one. And it's Portland the other way. Outplayed in their previous game on their schedule, losing to the Cavs.
Always a tough atmosphere on the road. They were right in it,
Alah.
just didn't make enough plays.
You know what? Playing on the road is always challenging. It requires a level of energy and focus. You've got to match what the home team gives you, and they didn't do it.
13 foul.
Here's Brunson. A 29-point game for him in the win against Oklahoma City. That one goes in.
What you see is continued improvement in his ability to create for others. Great to see OG Anunoby make the open read.
Here's Silk. And the layup falls. He's got 5.
That's his second make in 7 attempts. Not a pretty start.
Pass to Towns. Outside Brunson. Knicks keep it alive. Anunoby drills the baseline jumper. Anunoby's got 6.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box out.
Parah banget
It's
ya.
early in the season, but we're already seeing some teams fall short of expectations. Grant, what do these teams need to do to get back on track?
Well, first of all, they have to relax. They can't panic. It's still early in the season. But, of course, it's on the leaders of each team to set the tone. They need to make sure everyone is locked in and on the same page. It's impressive how they've overcome this cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap. And put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way, and then
And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Here's Anunoby. Back to right. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
but a
Portland trailing here. They've got Jalen Brunson. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Hart in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. And that streaking rack attack is the mobile one drive.
Yeah, and in close games like this one, BA,
Cepet
you
banget
need toughness.
itunya crossovernya.
Guys who will run to the fight and get after it.
Towns for three. And it's Portland with a rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Silk. 35 points for him last game against Cleveland.
And he was so disruptive at the defensive end. 4 steals on the night.
Nice.
Yeah, from outside. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Here's Brunson. The rebound by Silk.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Ooh.
Dunk to finish it off.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim.
Lah.
And he was camped in the
Lah.
lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Blazer
The
substitution.
Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Here's Brunson. Portland grabs the miss. Here's Silk. He's got 12. Pass to Avdia. 5 on the clock.
Good.
And
Nice.
Portland with a 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Inside Hart. Back to Brunson. And he lobs it up top. Boy, left it right in the sweet spot.
Nice play. Good.
Smooth finish off a terrific.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Pass to Avdia. Here's Silk. Brunson defending. In low.
Come on.
Towns with a rebound. New York trailing. And Jalen Brunson. He's a great option on the floor, Graham.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor. Solid shooting threat from outside. And gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
Kicks it out to Anunoby.
Nice.
Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. Here's Henderson, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
After a cold first quarter, they brought up their field goal percentage, trying to build out this lead now.
For New York, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Towns with the ball. From downtown, Avdia pulls it in.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Anunoby against Steibel. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Brunson.
Kecepatan. Shotnya.
Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills.
Pass to Avdia.
Good dong.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Well, Norris, Commissioner Silver has acknowledged that the style of play in today's game may have an added impact on players' bodies. How so, you think?
I think, Brian, it's not only style of play, it's the nature of our NBA schedule. You're talking 82 games over the course of several months strung together. It's going to
Robinson
challenge anybody
badannya ngeri
physically
banget.
and mentally. The wonderful part of today's science is we can have a greater understanding of that and when to rest and when to play.
The kick out to Brunson. Knicks keep it alive. Here's Hart. No good off the back of the rim.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Oh.
Finish it off. A beauty.
Wow! Always guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that one's good for Brunson.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
Here's Silk. Brunson defending. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Bridges, he's checked in for Robinson. Williams is checked in for Portland. Jeremy Grant comes in for Thibault. Out of bounds, Trailblazers ball as Portland keeps
Apa
possession.
cenah?
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
Out of bounds, it'll be New York's ball.
Kenapa sih orang-orang
Hands are important in basketball. Just misread that
out
pass
lagi
completely.
New York has gone 0 for 3 from
By the
deep
way,
to
si
get the second
Grant
one.
masih itu pakai nomor 9 ya? Masih api ya?
So he's got a couple of free throws coming this way. Towns three-pointer is the lead. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't
Shoot
settle.
two.
That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
And that one falls for Towns.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Hits both from the stripe.
And year in and year out, there's one thing we know for certain about the Blazers. They've got some of the best fans in the NBA.
Portland leading. To the inside. Silk with
Nice.
16 points for him.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
Here's Brunson.
Rebound.
That one's
Nice.
long. And how about the fan base in Portland? They're passionate and they really understand the game.
Woohoo!
Even in lean years, they come out to support their club. And when they're on top, all of Rip City gets caught up in the buzz. Portland's a great basketball town.
Brunson with it. Give him 8. The rebound
Masih
by
bisa
Silk.
loh.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
To the wing, right side. Here's Henderson. He's got 5. Left side, Williams. Shot clock at 5. And here's Grant from the arc. The Knicks with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break.
Wah,
Here's Silk, covered by Towns. Inside.
tolonglah.
And Williams punches it home.
Masa gagal mulu.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Now here's Brunson. He's closely guarded. Bridges outside. Anunoby against Williams. Anunoby passes to Brunson. And he hits the jumper. Well, he's been waiting a while for that one.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
Here's Silk. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds in the game. Brunson misses.
Away.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's Grant. And he was
Gelo.
active shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Jeremy Grant has figured out how to be opportunistic on the interior. Nicely done there.
So for the Knicks, a Achua's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Wright comes in for Hart, and Payne is subbed in for Brunson. Payne pass to Bridges. Count that bucket. Bridges has got his second basket of the night.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Masuk.
Achua with a rebound. Achua's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Payne.
Oh,
Hard
ih,
foul on the shot.
pelanggaran.
Head to the line to shoot there. About for the Knicks. What's it going to take to bring them back to the glory days?
Oh, that's a loaded question, BA. But first of all, a superstar would certainly help. They haven't really had one for quite some time. If they can either develop or attract an elite all-star player, that would be a start to turning this New York franchise around and becoming possibly a contender.
And he knocks down the first one.
They've been flawless at the line this quarter. They need to stay aggressive.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. It's the Trailblazers up 4. All right, now let's check in with
Thanks so much. I'm here with Coach Tom Thibodeau. And Tom,
Cakep banget ya
it's
nih
gonna take
itunya.
down the stretch to win this
Presenternya.
ballgame.
Thanks very much, Allie. And folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, welcome back. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. They had a very good second quarter, currently holding a 4-point advantage at halftime. What did you think about Portland, Kenny?
Most of the damage they're doing is in the paint. They've made a concerted effort to work the ball inside, create high percentage looks. And that could open up the perimeter for them in the second half. We can be worried about the post game.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, it's been a big night for the guys off the bench so far. Scoring has been a real spark. I think we can expect a few more minutes for the reserves than usual tonight.
Thanks for joining us, folks.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Pass to Henderson. Shoots over Hart. The shot that time not on target. New York goes the other way with it. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
They're taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Pass to Henderson. Just 4 to shoot. Puts it up. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Now here's Brunson. He's
Oh,
the Knicks will retain possession.
I just can read you.
Here's Hart. The shot is
Gelo
good.
jago
This
banget.
game is back to even.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Here's Silk. Brunson defending. Throws it up.
Oh,
It gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Now Brunson. Ball stolen. Here's Silk. Now the Blazers. Stolen by Anunoby. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. outside Brunson. Looking to get it going.
Apa coba foul apa itu?
Well, one of the free agent moves that wasn't surprising was Brunson joining the Knicks. The two were enamored with each other early on in the process. A big signing for the Knicks, and Brunson now gets a chance to be a main piece of the team.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Here's Silk. Brunson defending. And it's Silk missing.
Since halftime, they've missed 3 of their first 4 shots. Still trying to get their legs under them.
Now it goes
Nice.
out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The Trailblazers have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Silk.
Anjay.
20 points for him.
He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Here's Anunoby. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Silk. He's covered by Hart. Pass to Henderson. It's stolen by Hart. Up top, Anunoby. Give him 8. And again, the Knicks missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Ini Anunoby gokil juga nih skillnya.
Well, that's about being opportunistic. OG Anunoby so good at anticipating when he can jump and get a steal.
Here's Silk. Brunson defending. And it's Silk missing. The Knicks have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Hart. Brunson's got 4 points now in the quarter. Portland trailing here. Thibault on the wing. He's guarded by Bridges. Oh, they get a hand on it. And here we go. The Knicks in transition. Here's Brunson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Brunson's got 16 points now. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Knicks.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
But they've also been scoring on the break with how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court. Anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
That one's good. And it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got his 3rd assist of the night. Well, the Trailblazers shooting just 42% so far in the game. Down low. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Mitchell Robinson.
Gelo defense-nya.
And the Blazers making a change here. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. This for the tie! And they get it back. Out to the right wing. Achua, the open look. Oh, it misses! Had a chance to tie it. Portland has gone 7 for 17 from 3-point range so far in this matchup. Pass to Avdia. Here's Henderson. He's covered by Hart. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Silk. Robinson with the block.
Well, no easy buckets.
Yeah,
Mitchell
yeah.
Robinson in the vicinity sends that back with authority.
It's Hart on the wing. That one's good. This game is all even. Hart's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for the New York Knicks.
74. The Trailblazers.
And we take a listen in now to Tom Thibodeau on a recent huddle. We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Josh Hart. Precious Achua is out there with OG Anunoby. to Robinson, and it's Brunson in at the point. That's the 5 for New York right now. Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Ananobi against Simons. Pass to Silk. Hart pulls it in. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson on the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. Brunson's got 4 points now.
Orang gila.
That's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And it's in there. Brunson's got 24 points.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Oh, poked away. Stolen by Ananobi. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And he makes it.
Zero rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
You know, we've talked about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
New York calls timeout.
And something fans don't always get to see. Some of the closely guarded secrets that happen in that huddle.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Towns, he's checked in for New York. Mikal Bridges comes in for Achua. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well.
Oh.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, over the last break I listened to Tom Thibodeau address the team. He said, guys, you don't have to chuck up the first 3 you see. Keep your heads up. Keep looking for the best option. Let's see how they respond. Back to you guys.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G slam cam. And that one's good.
Buset si Brunson.
The team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in the 4th and looking confident on offense.
Nice play, guys.
Things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
Good on the shot.
Tahu loh mau diblok dari belakang. Gila emang.
Must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Here's Silk. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Now Brunson. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Ananobi finds Towns. He drops it from range. And the Knicks lead by 5.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. Guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, and getting good shots.
84.
Pass to Silk. Puts up a 3.
Ah,
Knicks with the rebound.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Ananobi passes to Towns. Beyond the arc. Shot is off. He's 5 for 12. The Trailblazers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Blazers will
Ananobi
retain possession.
skillnya parah banget.
New York on D, leading by 5. So, soft touch
Nice.
to the glass. Give him 30.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Brunson passes to Towns. Pass to Ananobi.
Rebound.
Rebound by the Trailblazers. Abdi has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And that one
Asik
good.
banget.
typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
Awas, aduh nyangkut.
And there's Brunson. That one's good. On the assist from Hart. Hart's got 4 assists now tonight. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of 9 from the floor in this fourth. On the wing, Simons. To the middle.
Ooh.
Slam dunk. Oh man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there.
Nice.
Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Silk. Brunson defending. Oh, got a piece of it.
Iya, kebaca juga.
Here's Ananobi. Abdia pulls
Nice.
in. Abdia's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Silk. He's covered by Hart. Pass to Abdia. Simons outside. Here's Silk. 5 to shoot. To take the lead. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
It goes on Josh Hart.
Number 11 at the line, 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Nice.
The Knicks have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the fourth. And there's the foul. It'll go on Matisse Thybulle. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Outside Ananobi. Outside Brunson.
Enggak dong.
Again, the Knicks missing.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble.
Back to Abdia. Pass to Silk. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Gelo sih
Ball
Ton.
goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Tiga kali kita di blok kita.
And here's Thybulle. He's guarded by Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
Ma-
And there's a 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they need.
Ah.
This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
New York trailing. Brunson up top. Fires from the line.
Anjay masih bisa ngoper.
And one. He'll have a chance in the 3-point play. That's on Matisse Thybulle.
Defensive foul charged to Matisse.
And that one falls for Towns. And the Blazers had been a mainstay of the playoffs for so long, until last year.
Yeah,
Ah.
they ended an 8-year streak by missing the playoffs. The franchise has had a lot of sustained success. They missed the
Tengil banget ya.
15 times in their 50-plus years. Gotta give them credit for jumping on the
Buset.
ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Bagus.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Pass to Simons. Shoots from 14. Yes.
Nice.
On the jumper. And now just a 2-point Knick lead.
His first half performance, somewhat forgettable, but now he's pouring it on.
Inside.
Rebound.
Here's Bridges. And that one drops full.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
196.
Here's Silk. Brunson defending. Simons against Hart. Pass to Silk. And he lays it up and in. He's got 40 now.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
New York has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Hard against Steibel.
Count the basket and the foul.
Gelo emang.
That's on Anthony Steibel.
This dude is capable of some memorable moves. He's showing off and having a little fun.
Free throw good. Hard.
In a close contest, you have to put the ball in the hands of someone who will find a way to put up points.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The
Astagfirullah.
over-and-back call, always avoidable.
Right, it doesn't happen often. It's kind of a silly mistake. We'll see if they can make up for it on the defensive end.
Left side Brunson. Thibault against Bridges. Tipped away. Off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Well, he's got moves and counter moves inside. Towns makes the defender pick his poison.
So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, it's about the little details. Capitalize at the free throw line, add to your lead.
Takes a 3.
In.
Connects.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
New York shooting the ball at 48% so far. To the paint. Kicks it out to Anunoby. There's the 3. That one's
Anjay,
good.
masuk
And
lagi.
it's Towns with the assist. Towns has got 4 assists in the game.
OG Anunoby increasingly dangerous with his jumper. Nice catch and shoot opportunity there.
So, trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the 4th. Hart passes to Towns. Back to Hart. 52 seconds left in the 4th. Pass to Brunson. Shot clock at 6. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Thibault.
You know, I think it's desperation time for them.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
Hey, nice work attracting foul from deep. Still shoot 3.
So the first of 3 is good, and that trims the lead
Well
to 6.
ending, well ending.
At the line, he'll shoot 3.
The second one drops, and that brings him within 5.
Kalah sih, tetep.
And so he's good on all 3 free throws. And that shrinks the margin to just 4. 34 seconds left in the 4th. And now we've got an intentional foul.
5th team foul. Carl Anthony Towns. At the
He
line,
drops the first one,
2 shots.
and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. On offense, here are the Trailblazers. 26 seconds left in the 4th. Portland, no good that time either. And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
So the first one drops. And that makes it a 7-point lead.
2 shots.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is
Substitution on the court.
Here's Silk. No good on the triple. Now here's Brunson. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. Saw their activity level go up.
Defense-nya Eden sih ini.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Ali LaForce, Grant Hill endorsed.
Beli pemain gak ya? Walker Kamara. Padahal dia bagus, kenapa nggak pernah dipasang nah? Benton. Adpia. Tidak usah.
And it was quite a display as the Trailblazers arrived at the arena. A lot of thought put into those outfits. Thank you for tuning into this Sunday afternoon 2K Sports edition of the NBA. Our game tonight featuring the Portland Trailblazers as they go up against the Brooklyn Nets at Barclays Center. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brett Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, D'Angelo Russell says he patterns his game after another crafty lefty. He said, if I could model my game after somebody, it would be Manu Ginobili. He was never the most athletic, but he could pass, he could score, and he was just so unpredictable. Not a bad role model for D-Lo. Kevin?
Not at all. Yeah, some similarities definitely there, David. Thank you. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Avdia out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then it's Silk, and it's Henderson in at the two-guard spot. And for the Nets, Thomas is out there with Russell. And it's Brian Russell, and it's Wilson in at the three spot. Avdia, it's good from the top of the key.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And Russell gets it to go.
That's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Here's Silk. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years. Assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Russell looking around. His shot is
Yeah.
good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Russell's such a natural scorer and capable of connecting just about anywhere.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And now, let's take one more look at that great Mobile One drive.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Thomas against Henderson. Thomas up top. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. 2 on the clock. Fires from the line. And he gets it to go. Off the back of the rim. 6 points for D'Angelo Russell. Last outing for the Nets. They won that game against Indiana. It's tipped.
Gel.
And now here comes Wilson leading the break. Outside, Russell puts it up from 15. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Shot from 16. Six to shoot. Here's Claxton.
Mantap. Mantap. Waduh, hampir triple kill anjay.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And collectively, they're only about 73% as a unit right now.
And the free throw is good. Now leading by one. That one misses.
Free throw-nya kocak.
Now Thibault pass to Avdia. Over to the left wing. And the shot is long.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Anjay, kagak masuk-masuk.
It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance moments.
Russell kicks to Thomas. And the Nets miss again.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Avdia, the pass to Silk. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Not loose. And the rebound goes to
Kenapa
Russell.
dah?
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Russell left side. Three-pointer. That one, no good. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Poor execution in that one. Not
Good
sure
lah.
what led to the lack of focus, but coaching staff definitely not happy.
And they made some comments themselves that some of the fault might have lied with them because they didn't go in with the best of game plans and they didn't make the right adjustments. So we'll see tonight if they do. Yeah, I can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Oh.
D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Nets. It's a three-point game. They defeated Indiana in their last.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
The Nets working the ball around now.
Oh.
Blocked. And here's Avdia. 9 points last game. Here's Silk. It's
Anjay, di blok.
Claxton. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just
Wah.
be a volume scorer. Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Here's Silk. We saw him go on a
Oh.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And the Nets with possession here. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Thomas. To the inside. Cross contact with the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball.
Substitutions on the court.
From deep 3-point range, and so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great
28. Fans, please give a big round of applause for your next youth.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Brooklyn?
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, in the early goings, the mid-range shot has also been working well for them. They've been racking up some points off of those jumpers, and those are probably being invited.
Russell is up there with Whitehead, and it's Watford in at power forward. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it.
Nets leading by 4. To the middle. And the layup is good. Russell's got 10.
And look at Russell bringing the intensity. He's stronger now, willing to mix it up inside no matter who's on it.
Now, here's Sean. Floats one. Another
Masya Allah.
1 for 4 from the floor. Got a piece of it. Here's Wilson, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Woohoo!
Unselfish. That's going to help this team get in a great rhythm.
Brooklyn's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. It's Russell with the drive. And the slam dunk by Russell.
Tengah dikit, tembus.
Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line. The Trailblazers have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
As a team, really just the middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Thomas has checked in.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Double team on Thomas. Russell from long range. Portland grabs the miss. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Count that one. The next lead has been cut down to 4 on the bucket from Grant.
And Grant doing a great job. Just bounced off the contact there and then finished off the shot.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Ryan Russell, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Trailblazers trail by 6. Thibault on the wing. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Just 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. It's tipped. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
It's Henderson on the wing. Kept alive. That shot misses. Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's over Avdia. Here's Claxton. Got a hand on it. Here's Silk. 14 points for him. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Nets foul. Brian Russell. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Thomas against Henderson. Over Thomas. Henderson, no good.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Claxton. It's good on the putback. Claxton's got his second basket.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Silk passes to Henderson. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Halo Ryan.
Leading by 8.
Selamat sore.
Outside Russell. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And now really feeling it as he's gotten off to a great start.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Silk. A rebound by the Nets.
Oh.
Claxton's got 9 rebounds.
Halo
in the game.
Pindra.
Getting it done. Thomas passes to Wilson. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Always going up for the alley. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
All for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
Johnson, he's checked in for Wilson. Robert Williams, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And they call an illegal.
Nice.
Gotta draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Avdia with it. He gives his team
Astagfirullah.
averaging a bit over 10 points a game.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be.
GG parah.
In the driver's seat.
Adilo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Here's Silk. He's guarded by Russell. The pass to Silk. Tipped away. Thomas finds Russell. Good on the bucket. Russell's got 10 points in the quarter.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Here's Silk. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the content. But as we all know, you were a former slam dunk contest champion. So with that in mind, what was your take on the 2022 contest?
Well, I think there's some great dunkers out there.
Jauh
Kevin,
banget
every year
posisinya.
it's like that. I know certainly there are years that are better than
Cepet
others,
banget
but
lagi.
still those guys on the floor for them to go out and put on an exhibition, always appreciated as a fan.
Now, here's Avdia. Guarded close.
Keluar lagi.
And
Sebel
there
banget.
hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Avdia. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
A floater. Offensive rebound. Milton. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a
Apa
chance
sih
at the
itu?
line.
Pelanggaran apa
No
coba?
question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Nets have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. D'Angelo Russell Russell getting it done for Brooklyn.
Anjay, durok. Undertaker.
It's the 2K Sports halftime show.
55.
Boy, what a start for D'Angelo Russell. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Let's start with you, Shaq. What'd you think about the Nets?
Well, they've shown a lot of discipline on the offensive end. It's not about getting it quick.
And now with the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Silk. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Avdia, and it's Henderson in at the 2. Here's Thomas. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's Henderson.
Nice.
Pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Henderson's got the first bucket of the third here for the Trailblazers. Now Russell.
Ooh.
No question, powered it down.
And going for extra style points there. Russell giving the fans a little something on that slam.
And the burst of quickness on display with the Mobile One drive.
And catching the defense flat-footed and taking full advantage. Big bucket there to extend the lead. And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Here's Silk, 16 points for him. And here's Avdia, shot clock at 6. And it's Thibault in the corner. It's deflected. Now, here is Russell. Defense is right there. Stolen by Avdia. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Tries from 10. Counted.
Yeah, so reliable. He clearly needs to be more involved in the offense as they try to shrink this lead.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drop that happened a moment ago.
There is no let up in this man. He is doing everything in his power to keep this game close.
Yeah, lo.
Yeah, he looked too comfortable as Russell got into a nice rhythm from the mid-range.
Here's Silk going inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, and that's exactly what you need to do.
And so he makes both from the line. Now, here's Thomas. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Pass to Russell.
Kena lagi.
Here's Claxton. He's got 6. It's over Avdia. Claxton with the bucket. Claxton's got 8 points.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Here's Avdia. Got a piece of it.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Brooklyn leading by 12. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Russell finds Thomas. Back to Russell. The Nets working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Bounce pass Thomas. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Here's Wilson, rips down the breakaway swing.
Tough to hold on to the ball with those fast hands from D'Lo that are active.
Trailblazers trailed by 14. Pass to Thibault. Now the pass to Silk. Wilson grabs the board.
Gimana sih?
Rebound with that last one here tonight.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
And now Portland on the break. Here's Henderson. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Begitu sulit. Mantap, Taibul.
Stolen by Thibault.
Oh.
And there's that transition offense. Push the ball up the floor. The defense can't get set, and you can get some easy baskets here.
Now, here is Russell. T right on him. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to constantly put pressure on the defense. He did so there.
And
Jauh amat
Trailblazers
tulisannya.
trailed by 17. We've got Thomas. Brian Russell is out there with Wilson. Then it's Russell. And it's Claxton, and it's the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Russell plays with such great change of pace and deceiving the defense right there. Got the D out of position.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Outside Thomas. 14 feet away. That shot is off. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? And so that's the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far.
His third personal foul. Team second.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Here's Russell. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Russell's got 12 points here in the second half.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
Silk. And that'll be two free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. First one falls for him.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Thomas with the ball. First minute and a half of basketball play here in the fourth quarter. Here's Russell. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got 7 rebounds in the game. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
One time from the line.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They led by as many as 18 points. Here's Claxton. Outside for Thomas. From past the arc. And another shot. And he overshot that one, missing.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Hard to decide which is better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. So it's Brooklyn now. They lead by 11. They'll be hosting Orlando for the next one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
All the officials are all over that one.
Pelanggaran apa coba? Aneh banget.
That's off his way,
Nice.
so he misses both.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
The shot's good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He's getting good looks on the floor, but he simply cannot bury anything right now. He's got to stay confident, though, because everyone knows he can hit those shots.
And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down. Great game for him. Double-double down. 10 points and 18 rebounds. Down low, here's Silk, and they immediately answer back with a dunk at the other end.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Yeah, coaching staff probably loves this, just grinding out defensive possessions, which is helping them get back into their offensive flow.
Russell kicks to Thomas. Pass to Wilson. Pocket 6. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Deep 2 from Russell. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. Here's Silk. Lays it up off the glass. Silk's got 31 points.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally, the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Nice.
It's tipped. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Nice.
This fourth quarter was simply a formality. All of a sudden, the offense picks up, and now we have a game.
5 points to go.
Nets leading by 5. Timeout called. The Nets.
Giving up a run here. Can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And now I send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
All right, David, thanks. Fires it up.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Scraping and clawing, doing everything he can to grow that lead.
Emphatic on the putback.
The team's having a tough time containing him, attacking all the way there.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
To the wing on the left. 6 on the shot clock. Russell from long range. He's off on that one. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Now, Thibault. Pass to Silk. And that one, good. Now it's just a 3-point Nets lead.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
Here's Thomas. It's hauled in by the
Nice.
Trailblazers.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And an alley-oop jam.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. It's Russell with the drive. Can't hit.
Away.
Close.
Nice.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
To the paint.
How sweet a play was
that.
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Akhirnya berbalik menang.
Inside, and he caught
Anjay.
the pass and full stride on his way to the big slam. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Silk, solid play in the low block, and that one's good. 39 points for Silk.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Picked away. A solo fast break. A finish.
Woo.
The breakaway jam.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Russell passes to Thomas. Russell left side. Back to Thomas.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
In a moment here, take a look at some of the hustle stats for Portland.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
We also have to admire the way they've gotten out and run in transition. And they've run wide, they've run their lanes, they've been doing it with a great pace. And that's produced some easy scores.
And Portland making a change here. Henderson's checked in.
And, you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
The first one falls.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Nets trailed by 3. Timeout called the Nets.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it. Make the adjustment.
And let's present our New Balance player of the game, Silk.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
There's the pass to Wilson. The Nets working the ball around now. Claxton the pass to Russell for 3. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Trailblazers basketball.
Trailblazers leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Silk. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Rebound. Nice.
Empty down low. And for Portland, they're shooting it up around 51%. They're getting good looks. 141 left in the game. Angle on the wing. Shot clock at 6. To the left wing. In the corner, Henderson with it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Nets trailed by 5. Banked in off the glass.
Well, recognizing D'Angelo Russell has become a scorer, he's got to go back to his natural instincts to make plays. He did there.
Here's Silk.
Mm.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Brooklyn's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Passes it to Russell. A 3. That one, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And it's sent back by Russell.
Tengil ya.
Here's Thomas. Got it. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both, but it gets close. He's getting the ball.
Here's Here's Silk. Lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 18 rebounds. Boy, that was a big shot.
And stunned silence, guys. That's the atmosphere in here after that shot.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. They're trailing by 5. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Russell. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that could have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a one-possession game.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. And Brooklyn making a change here. Elton's checked in, and so they foul intentionally.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Second personal foul. Team's fifth foul.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game. No time to waste on this possession.
Time is not on their side right now. They're aware.
It's hauled in by Thibault. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Fourth personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
Yeah, the line with 2 shots.
Second one is good.
Nice.
Both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Outside Wilson. Melton kicks to Thomas. On the 3 off target. And so it's Portland winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
Oke guys, makasih buat yang udah nonton dan like. Yang baru mampir, salam kenal. Sampai ketemu lagi di live selanjutnya. Bye-bye.
So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you